Okay, just a moment here while I get everything pulled up. It was fighting with me. Well, Diane, I haven't been in here since the last time I went live. Okay, so one moment here. Okay, so I just sent out a message saying that I was live. So one moment here while some people hop on. So apparently I'm knocking everything over. But I mean, I have a little of everything in here at the moment. Combination of Christmas, Halloween, fall, kind of take your pick. I've probably got it in here. Hi, Tammy. Forgot to drop this. So I want to pull this up really quick because I don't trust the comments. I'm later going on than I was expecting. I was planning on going on a lot earlier, but that's what happens. Okay. Hi, Veronica. So I am feeling a little better. Still haven't gotten my nose spray. My doctor did order it, but the pharmacy's out of it. So they said I'll have it by Monday. So hopefully by then I'll feel even better. I do need to be feeling even better than I do now by next weekend because I think it's next weekend. I'm in a crafting event, so. Okay. I think it automatically shares it to my group, but ow. Since I changed names and stuff, I wasn't sure if it still did that. I still had that sitting here from my last live. You know, this one turned out so much better than the last one. But then, like I said, this one was a year ago. This one was recently. So it definitely turned out a lot better. Okay. Need to put it somewhere that's not on the ground because last time I tried to sit it on the floor, my dogs tried to eat it. And I'm not even kidding. They seriously tried to eat it. And then I was showing my brother the cookies, and they were trying to go for the cookies too. I never claimed my dogs were smart. Clearly, it doesn't have to smell like food. It just has to look like food. And they're all for it. I haven't really done a whole lot here. Okay, so I changed my mind about probably 6 times tonight as to what kind of craft I'm going to do. I don't need that in front of my face. First I was going to do Christmas, then I was going to do lemon. Leave it to me to change my mind a dozen sticking times. Okay, what did I do with that? So I bought some fabric. I can't find it. I have this fabric. In case I want to do a bow, I did buy some fabric at Hobby Lobby the last time I was there. Sit still, Stinky. Sit still. Having 2 holidays in here at the same time doesn't work the greatest. But that's okay. Okay, that's Christmas. I have a fabric that's similar, so it's not a huge deal if I can't find it. And I'm actually going to use some clay tonight too. Let me see here really quick. Didn't stay. Was it in that bag that I just left in here? That is what holiday? That's Halloween. Okay, it's not there, it's not there. It's in a Hobby Lobby bag still, so I will find it at some point, but it might not be tonight. But like I said, if not, I have other alternatives, so. Thought I stuck it in here, but still a little on the chilly side here. So, yeah, that'll work. Oh, they would if they got around to it. If they got anywhere near it, they would go after that sugar scrub. I don't trust my dogs. I don't trust my cats any more than I trust my dogs. Because I have seen them get into things that they shouldn't be. They're not really that picky. They don't seem to care what it is they eat or try to eat. Okay, I do need in this container though. So I might use that. So I'm going to do a truck with pumpkins on the back. I'm not going to paint the pumpkins that are in it. I'm actually going to I think I found my bag. I'm actually going to take foam pumpkins and just glue them into the spot. I've got these Ziploc bags from Walmart that I put my flowers and stuff in for different holidays. And I moved it out of the way. And I sat it right on top of my fabric. So I do have my fabric here. I knew it was in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I need my little scraper. I'm going to be using some black foam clay. I'm going to make some tires. I have never tried it before, but why not try something live? I kind of fiddled with it a little bit to see kind of how it looked, but I've never actually tried to do it on. Okay, do I have one that's not worked is the question, because that one is not totally flat. That one's a little better. That's the one bad thing about sometimes saving things from another year and sometimes just buying them in general. If you don't pay attention, sometimes you buy them and they're already a little warped. This. Thought I had some wood filler in here, but if not, that's not a big deal. Not entirely sure what color I'm doing the truck. I could do it red, but a lot of stuff red anyways. Let me see here real quick. There's a black truck. Green one doesn't look bad. I don't want to see a red one look bad either. So I can do on kind of this green. Or I could do one red. Those were all the calendar pages I was debating which one I wanted to use. Which I'm not using any of them, but at least not those parts. I might use one of these little smaller pieces for like the door. Like either those one that just says Happy Harvest with the pumpkin, or maybe not put the one with the truck on the truck. Might not do that. Okay, so I am going to first start on. I'm going to paint the edge with this color, which is hazelnut. Let's see what else is here. So I think I do have a scrap of paper that has leaves in it. Let me see here. I was kind of thinking of putting a leaf background. Did I pull that out already? It's a possibility. I have a couple though. Where are you? Stop digging. Callie, quit it. Stop throwing a temper tantrum in there. Haha. No, it was here. Just had to find where it was. I've got two of these folks. Well, I didn't just tear the corner that I needed, but I have. Oh, is there baby here? I think that one's in here. I think I did take that one out. No, I did. I have this one that I got from Walmart that has a lot of cute little backgrounds in it. Just realized I wasn't actually showing the full thing. And so I'm going to use, I think, the leaf one. Either that one or I have two options here. Nope. Okay, it's not that one. These came from Michael's. Oh, no, not Michael's. Wait. Yeah, it did come from Michael's. think it's this one. I think I just keep going past it. Or do I have a third one? No, I can go into the hallway and grab it really quick. Nope, right here. So that one's kind of more, the first one was kind of more full page leaves. I'm not going to worry about putting that away right now. So I have this one that's a little darker, and I think everything else will just blend in with it too much. And then I have this one. It's a little on the lighter side, but the one I think I want is actually this one. So as you can see, it actually reflects the shininess. And so I think I'm going to use that one. Yeah, I am. So before I paint that, because there's maybe some painting something that I'm going to cover up. Hopefully I don't drop that, because I did actually screw that on very good. So I am going to take this. I think I'm going to draw it on the back. Just because I don't see my pen. Oh, I have it here. I don't have it set down. Doing it on the front is easier because you can kind of. Hi, Artina. I like the reflection of it too. I went into Michael's for the first time and the only time I've ever been there. Like towards the end of Christmas, and I came across, it was after Christmas actually, and I came across these fall ones that they still had in there, and they had them at really good sale, so I grabbed them while I was there. I was actually surprised they even had any fall left. I don't know if they'll have them again or not, because it did say like limited edition or something like that, but you know, some places will say that and then they will still actually have them, so you never know. So I'm going to go all the way to the top as I can. Hi, Wanda. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Thank you for sprinkling. You know, it didn't even occur to me until just now that I said I got the fabric from Hobby Lobby, but I didn't. I just put it in the Hobby Lobby bag. Okay, sounds good, Artina. Thanks for stopping in to say hi. I've been sleeping weirder hours than I normally do, and I sleep weird hours to begin with, since I've been sick, and so I had every intention of getting up and going to town because I had to get a couple groceries and getting back and going live, but didn't quite work that way. And then after I got home, I couldn't decide on a craft. Then I got distracted watching another crafter. So it's just kind of one of those things. And I think I still haven't answered you, Veronica, or Elizabeth back. So I do need to do that also. So I'm not even going to paint the middle. The only part I'm going to worry about is the rim. And I think I'm still going to do that in this one. Maybe. Didn't even shake that. Yeah, I think I will. My goodness, I was going to have a bubble there. Okay. It's either got a weird glob of paint or it's a bubble. Still not entirely sure what it is. But we will see here in a minute. There's my scraper. Oh, that was a bubble. I have never seen a bubble get on the lid like that before. Huh. I think I'm going to use this so that I don't have the paint lines. So this is the color Cashew, and it's one of the Waverly chalk paints. Saves some time when you don't have to actually paint the whole pan. And the only reason I'm not having to actually paint the bottom of the pan is because this paper is extremely thick. I was actually going to poke my holes before I painted, but that's okay. I'll do it after. I'll do this as I dry it. So I've never tried an auction to sell my crafts. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. If I'm going to do an auction or if I'm going to try something else. But what I am working on is, and it's not just for me, it's for other crafters too, who have pages. I've seen a couple other ones, but I don't think I'm going to do them exactly like they did it. I haven't quite decided. But basically, I'm doing it to... So basically, how it's going to work is... yeah, I love that color too, Veronica. It will be a place where other crafting pages can post their crafts for sale as well. If they're doing auctions, they can post that they're having an auction. They can share their live stream of their auction or their live auction to that. They can do just like live sales instead of auctions. And then that way, it'll be more beneficial for other crafters, because someone who doesn't follow your page may want to buy one of your crafts. They might see something that you make, and then you might gain a whole new follower as well. But I just thought that might be a good way to help kind of sell my stuff and help other crafters sell their stuff. And then if we all post the link to it on our pages, then, you know, everyone can join who wants to take a look at the crafts and stuff. And honestly, even if you're not going to buy anything, you can always share it out to your friends. So they might want to buy something. You never know. But that's kind of what I'm working on at the moment. I think this color would be a very good fall color. I did I think it was I was doing a bottle cap craft on a dual live with Cheryl's Farmhouse DIY. And I did a bottle cap that I used this color on it, and without even adding any cinnamon, it kind of made it look like it was rusted. Just with everything else that I put in there with it, but including the napkin that I did. But it turned out really good. And by the way, if even if you aren't a follower of Cheryl's page, she definitely can use all the prayers she can get for her and her family. Her stepfather, for those of you who may have heard me mention it before, can't remember how long ago it's been. I think he's just only been out of the hospital maybe a week. But he ended up having the same problem again. I believe the first time was a heart attack. And now it's worse. The same thing happened again, but he's on a ventilator, and they basically were saying, unless a miracle happens, they aren't expecting a very good outcome. So her and her mother as well, and stepfather, all can definitely use all the extra prayers and everything for their family. It just happened yesterday, I believe. I just found out about it today, but I hadn't been really on my phone or anything because I wasn't feeling well, and so I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention on what was happening on anything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry that and then touch up any place I need. I don't necessarily care if a little bit of the silver comes through, because it'll be fine. It'll just give it a little bit of a different character. Different look. I just want to make sure I don't stick my hand in paint. We don't need that too. Okay, I need a little bit more on here. I don't mind a little bit of silver, but this had a lot of silver coming through. Didn't move fast enough for that, apparently. It's wanting to turn off already. Okay. I don't want to get any of the paint on the paper, so I want to make sure I get my hands clean. If you're going to hold it too close, make sure to move the peach roll around or it will bubble. Mostly with this being metal, it will bubble even quicker. Still have some silver, but that's fine. Don't really care too much about what's left. Okay, where is that thing? Okay, I did make a bubble in a place, so I want to see if I can see it. Right there. Just make that where one of my holes is. So let me see. Or close to it. That's what I thought. Is it still big? I thought I got some paint on the back, which is fine because I might just go ahead and paint the back at some point. You know what? I can't even find it now, so that's okay. Oh, I was curious. Don't know if I've actually tried this. Nope. Or at least that one I can't get to work. But that could just be me. Wouldn't surprise me. I just find that makes the hanger even more secure by being able to actually tie it on. Okay. So that's what it looks like when it's dry. Actually, easier to see if I tilt it so the ring light's not quite on it. That kind of, in a way, gives it kind of a rusted look, sort of. And if you wanted it more rusty, you could always make it that way with cinnamon and Mod Podge. Ben, sit down. You can't get through if you wanted to. Because I was moving things to look for something, you little fart. You're going to have to wait. So I'm doing it a little thicker. Well, a lot thicker than normal because it is a thicker paper. You're okay. Did you see a fly? Is that the problem, Ben? Ben? Stinky, did you see a fly? Oh, did Mama's not brave little snoodle see a fly? Poor little baby. An evil fly out to get you. My goodness, you're in dire need of a grooming. The 25th, I think, is not coming in here quick enough for her grooming. Oh, I will not let it go that long again. So I got a little bit of this up on the top, so I want to get that off. It doesn't really make a difference if it's up the side because the side's going to be covered. just don't want it up on the top of it. You're fine. Are you cleaning your name tag again? I swear I have the strangest dog. She will actually lick her little metal name tags and clean them. She does weird things. It wouldn't really be a big deal if I did this on really that wet. I'm so used to doing thinner like calendar pages, and I do it with doing the dry method that sometimes I just automatically do it. But for the thicker, you could do it either way. I just won't worry about getting it completely dry. Okay. As long as I get it straight. Dry on the sides a little bit. Might wipe it all off, actually. Just so I'm not sitting here drying it forever. Because if I don't get it dried completely, then it won't let the glue won't let the actual hot glue dry. Or not necessarily dry, but stick. Okay, that's good. Christmas stockings here. Let me look at those. That's a Christmas bag. Oh, I have the other. I don't need to worry about looking for that right now. You can also buy this from Amazon. And you can use it just sit there. You can use it for... What are you doing? Got ornery animals in here today with me. But you can use it for when you iron this on too. It's the same as the Vin, lay down. It's the same as the kind that you buy in the long strips. The only difference is just that it's in a roll of it instead. Can't say that I've ever used iron on any of them that had the shiny on it. So I'm kind of watching carefully when I get to that part. Fendi. I'll put you down, but you're going to have to wait a minute. Callie, you're not helping matters. Hold on, Finn. No. You'll jump in a bag of pumpkins. I have the pumpkins sitting all day. Okay, quick. Okay, gotta go over here. Callie, you're causing all sorts of problems today. Okay, hold on. Okay, here you go. Go. I need that bag anyway, so be gone. Not gonna help you back up, you little fart. I don't have any of the big. I think I want the thicker for that one. Andy! You're not even left. My goodness. Trying to make sure it's all down. Let's go over it one more time. Keep in mind too, when you're dealing with a thicker material, you might have to let it sit on it a little bit longer or go over it. And move it back and forth a few more times over that spot. But if you have any glue, Mod Podge along the side, it's going to kind of stick to it while you're peeling up your paper. But if you have the kind with like the non-stick coating, then it's easier. Oh, that really sparkles. I love that. Okay, so we're going to set that aside for the moment. And we're going to work on this. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about painting the pumpkins because I'm going to glue foam ones on anyways. I just have to figure out, do I want to do... No. I think I'm going to I'm gonna do it green. So I don't want everything to just like completely blend in. So I think I'm gonna use this Fern chalk paint. I know I thought I had a darker one. One second. So there's Fern. Oh, wait. Let me look at this one. No, that's me, Belle. Hear a noise and they automatically want to find a reason to bark. Okay, so I can either do see what that look like. If I don't knock everything down on me. So I was kind of liking the green in that truck. Which it kind of has more than one green, it looks like, sort of. So what I think I'm going to do. Do I have a candle here? Depends if I have a candle out here. Not, I might have to do it a little different. I thought I had extra candles in here from the last time that I did one, but maybe not. I know it's going to be in here. I mean, I do have Vaseline, but I've never tried. You know what? Why don't I just do it the opposite way, maybe? I'm not finding. Seeing where my candles are. Like I said, I've only done it once. Where would I put it? check one more of my hair. If I don't find it, I will just do it a different way. I have no clue. Aha, here it is. The last place I look, of course, is the first place I find it. Why does that work out that way? Get rid of that. Get rid of that for now. So, might need to shake that up again. For some reason, this one seems to have a lot of dark colors in it. So the tires I'm not worrying about because I'm doing my own thing here with the tires. And the middle part I'm not worrying about either because I have something that I'm going to glue there. Never tried this way, but we'll see. Hi, Ty. The only thing I don't like about this particular truck is the fact that it does have that little line in the door. Oh, hi, Sandra. I just happened to have looked over the screen right as your message came through. Hey, Sandra. I sent you a message to your personal Facebook. I saw two different, I don't know if it was the same person, I can't remember. In one of the groups that I'm in, I saw someone had made like those little gnomes, like the ones that you made with the legs. And one was one that was like, oh, I had this from last year. One was like made to look like a nurse. And I think it even had a fake like syringe. And then one had like a ladybug or something on it. But it had the legs kind of like you did yours. But I sent it to you and I sent it to Cheryl. Second I saw it, I can't talk tonight. I thought of your gnome. Well, now you're two gnomes, little miniature ones. Trying to find a place to grab this so I don't get paint on myself. But yeah, I had this left over from last year. My Dollar Tree last I was in there didn't have all their Halloween out. They just had they were getting the flowers out, was what they were getting out. But it's been a while. So this truck is not staying this color. For anyone who came on after I said that. This is just the base color of it. I'm not sure. I never actually saw them make it. I just saw they shared it in some group that they can share their posts in or their crafts in. And I just happened to have... I came across one, sent it to you guys, and then not long after I came across the other one. Okay, so I used hazelnut. And then what I did first was I took hazelnut and painted the outside part of the pan, pizza pan, poked in my holes, and then this is a scrap of paper from Michael's last year, and it has like a little bit of a shininess to the leaves at the top. So I just painted that, then Mod Podge the leaves on. Or the paper. You know, I've had it for a while, but what did I use it first on? I can't remember. Oh, the bottle cap that I made when I was crafting live with Cheryl. I used it on that. So I was looking at this truck and I was kind of wanting to do the truck that color. Stop it right now, Bindi. Well, yeah. I wasn't going to say it the way you said it. But yeah. So I think moss is a little too light. But I think I'm going to use fern. Out of curiosity. It's a little harder to mix paints when it's in these containers. Yeah, she said that. Something about that on one of her lives. So I want to see what it looks like if I try and mix the two a little bit together. And what did I do? I just stuck my whole thumb into the paint. Leave it to me. Maybe that's what I heard fall. Oh, no, they're buried. My little popsicle sticks, I think, are in the other room. What is this? I just have apparently a random bottle of. Oh gosh, that needs really shook. That looks horrible and disgusting. That's the sage that looks like it's not sage. Yeah, I don't even see him, so I'm not gonna. Oh, I know. I'll use a dowel rod and just. I have plenty of these. Just wanted to see if I could get a little different color. But I may not like it. Oh, hi, Margaret. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact color. Just like made a huge mess on the whole side of this paint. Okay. So I think, oh, before I forget, search for this stupid thing. I darn well better use it. So I am doing it to where the color that pops through is going to be I don't even think I dried this, did I? I'm just lucky that dried on its own. Yeah, I don't think I dried it. But that's all right. I tried. Chalk paint dries fairly quickly anyway, so that's not a big deal. I wondered. I thought maybe I didn't, but hey, you never know with me. So I've been going through my fall, and I'm not going to do that part, though. I'm going to leave that the hazelnut color, I think. And that one I might even go over a little more with, like maybe the antique wax or something. I just wanted to have I mean, I could have, there are a couple ways I could have done this, but clearly I want it to be a little more difficult. The only thing I don't like about this one is it has that opening there, but that's okay. You'll just see the leaves through the side of the door. That's okay. Maybe the other doors open on the other side. Not a big deal. Okay. So I am going to move my little itty bitty Odabra. basically what I'll do is just, I want some spots a little darker, I'll add one color or the other. If I want it a little lighter, I'll just add the opposite color. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you. And then I'm not painting the pumpkins I have. I honestly wouldn't even care if I just cut the pumpkins off because I'm not actually using them. I'm going to use foam pumpkins. And then I'm going to make tires. I'm not going to paint it. I'm going to make them. Which it won't take long to make them. I already filled with it a little just to see how to do it. Sort of. I've never actually tried this on a truck, doing like a chippy look on a truck before. For that matter, I've only did chippy one other time. And I tried it for the first time live then too, so hey, why not try it this way live for the first time? I am going to use foam clay. And then like the middle for like the rim is going to be a bottle cap. The little ones that you can get from Hobby Lobby. Keep wanting to stick the paintbrush in the opposite paint. I'm not sure why I'm trying to hold that and do that, but that's okay. That is what I used to make the pie. I don't know if you were on that day I made the pie or not. Were you? Did you see my pumpkin pie? That clay I got from Amazon. But there's a couple different crafters that sell it here on Facebook. They make their own and they sell it. That one, there's Model Magic that you can get at Dollar Tree, Dollar General, or Amazon, or Hobby Lobby, but I don't like Model Magic because it tends to crack when it dries. It cracks when it dries, and I don't like that. So I get Bohs clay. It's BOHS. And this little one is a 3.5 ounce container. Then I have one that I think is like 3 pounds, and then not 3 pounds. I don't remember. But I have one that's 3 pounds. The first thing I made with the clay was the pie. The second thing I made with the clay was gingerbread cookies. Then the next thing I used it for was sugar cookies for Valentine's Day. And then when I made I can show you the cookies here in just a minute, because I made some with the leftover that I had out for when I made the pie. And for the frosting, I use spackling mixed with whatever color. If you want white icing, then I add white ice or white frosting. I add white paint to it. If I'm doing whatever color, I basically add that color of paint to it to color it. Mix it up, and then I actually on the pie I added, and I have the pie here too, I can show you. I added cinnamon on the pie and a pumpkin spice, and then I took Mod Podge. After I sprinkled it over the top, I put Mod Podge. Well, I actually sprinkled it in. The actual pumpkin pie part was also spackling. And so I mixed in some of the cinnamon and some of the pumpkin spice into that. And then on the very top, after I put the white, like whipping cream look, I put some sprinkled on the top of the cinnamon and the nut, or the, not nutmeg, but the pumpkin spice. And then I did the same with the Mod Podge. I have a spray-on Mod Podge that's not the aerosol can, it's the other one. And I sprayed that, sprayed it, put on some of the cinnamon, then I sprayed it again. And I've made 2 pies, one before and one during that live. And the other one was made a year ago, and it still kind of has the smell of, it's a little more diluted, but, or not as strong, whatever. But you can still kind of smell the cinnamon and pumpkin spice on it. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm just highlighting a few of the little spots with the other color, the moss. Just doing a little here and there. And I'm using the same paintbrush. I'm not changing. Clean up part of my mess on this at least, and then I'll clean the rest up later. So this was the pie I made last year, and this was the one that I made on my last live. And then those are the little pumpkin sugar cookies that I made. You know, when I made the gingerbread ones, I had them sitting on my desk in here, and my brother walked by, had the door open, and he's like, "Why do you have cookies just randomly sitting on your desk?" And I'm like, "They're not real." They're not real cookies, so don't try and eat them. Not that I'd have to worry about him trying to eat a gingerbread cookie, but I wouldn't even eat one. I don't care for gingerbread, but they look cute. But my dogs now, I was showing those to my brother after I made them, and my dogs kept thinking they were food. And so they were trying to eat them. And then I sat like the pie down on the floor beside my desk for a minute when I was trying to clean it up, clean the desk off, and they tried to actually, like, they were trying to come after the pie to eat it. They weren't smart enough to realize, hey, this doesn't smell. It's not, edible. They just saw something that looked like food, so they thought, well, we'll eat it or try. Dogs aren't always smart. Okay. Okay. I need my... Kelly, you can't. Never mind. Why am I going to try to tell that dog she can't do something when she darn well is going to do it regardless what I say? She's the boss of the house, put it that way. There it is, buried under flowers. So I don't know how this is going to look when I'm done with it because I haven't done this on one of these trucks, but we'll see. Worst case, if I have it a little too much chippy, I can always... I'll probably add a little cinnamon in some of the spots. Have you ever tried doing the Vaseline way, Sandra? I would assume the regular Vaseline and the cocoa butter scented Vaseline would work the same. I mean, I don't know for positive, but I would assume they would work the same. Because the only Vaseline I have is the it's Vaseline and cocoa butter. Do you like the candle wax better? Oh, I bet it's a lot less messy. Okay. Clean this up a little. The wax is what I used on this. The candle wax. Yeah, that's how I did this one. I couldn't remember if you were on there when I did that or not. Oh, yeah, you told me I didn't. Never mind. I'm not any smarter. I forgot you told me that I didn't dry it, that I just let it dry on its own. I forgot. Okay. Are you in that Halloween event? I couldn't remember if you did get a spot or if you didn't. Hi, Charlotte. So I did the chippy look for this truck. I painted it a base coat of hazelnut and then did a combination. Oh, okay. I just happened that I was not live. I was awake. I hadn't went to bed yet when she posted it, so I was awake right when she posted it. Otherwise, if I would have waited until I woke up, then it would have been too late. I think she posted it at like got distracted. I got a text. Hold on. I think it was like 1 o'clock our time when she posted it, maybe, or 2 o'clock our time. Whatever time it was, I was still awake. Okay. Okay, so I did kind of mixed, what is it? Fern and moss. And came up with that green. And kind of got a chippy look. But then I'm going to put some Mod Podge on it in those spots. I might just dip my brush in. And then do the cinnamon. Just had to answer. Okay, have a good night. Had to answer the pastor really quick. He had sent me a message. Hopefully this won't take too much longer. Yeah, it definitely does. Throw that away. No? What do I do with it? Oh, there it is. I don't want... Can you hear me now? Did I hit something? Is anyone else having trouble hearing me? Okay. She might have to go out and come back in. I have a smaller one I can do this with instead of this giant one. Nope, that one's not open. Giant one it is. Maybe I'll just sprinkle it on. My nose must be a little unplugged because I can actually smell this today. Oh my goodness. I just stuck the whole thing in there. She saw, I don't know, she saw a fly that she's afraid of, or if she just decided she didn't want me at the moment. But she was behind me for a little while, and then she wanted down, so I had to move things out of the way for her to get down. So I'm without my little back warmer at the moment. How dare she leave me? I need my little back warmer. It's very seldom that she leaves my side, actually. She acts like she has to be with me all the time. Oh no, don't start. Fruit Loop, behave. If Fruit Loop starts carrying on, then the other one will carry on. My brother's cat her name is Tammy, and she will carry on really loud. And she actually will carry around. The dogs have one of those lammies, like lamb chops or something like that. One of those big, white lambs. And they have a small one that's maybe only this big, but they have a big one that's that big. That cat carries that stinking lamb around in her mouth. And she's not even doing it with the little one. She's carrying around the big lammy. And she's just browing with it in her mouth and just carrying on. And oh my goodness. She really loves doing it when I'm trying to get to sleep. That is her all-time favorite time to do that to me. Because why would I want to sleep? How dare anyone want to sleep? I'm interrupting her playtime. Okay. Hey, at least I didn't stick it in as far. Okay. Ben, don't say that. Keep quiet. Be a good girl. You are capable. That dog is just the weirdest dog in the world. She would make a very good service dog, honestly, for someone, because she's actually almost like a service dog for my other dog. Because my other dog has seizures, and when Callie's having a seizure, Bindi comes in and tries to get my attention and tries to get me to follow her in there. She'll bark at me and then run in there to Callie, and then she'll run back to me, just trying to get my attention, trying to get me to follow her. And she does that every single time when Callie's having a seizure. And she'll do that. But they go on a paper because Bella, my other dog, is, well, she's allergic to bees, and at our old house, the neighbor dog would jump in over our fence and get in our yard and everything, and so we couldn't really trust him out there. And so we started having him go on the paper. And Bindi, I got the little white or big white one, I got from a friend of mine who passed away. And when she was with her, she would go outside. Well, she's also terrified of flies and anything else with wings that flies like that. And so she is afraid, I guess, of the air conditioner. I don't know. When she hears it, well, even when she doesn't hear it on now, she doesn't like to go in there without me or my brother being in there with her. So we basically have to walk her in there to go to the bathroom, walk her in to get a drink because the water dish is in there. So we have to walk her in there. She lets us know when she wants a drink, and we have to go in there with her. My brother always jokes, he's like, I'm surprised you don't have to hold her paw. Honestly, I kind of am too. And then anytime I leave the house, she's kind of eerie. She's afraid, like, well, I mean, her last owner passed away, so I guess she's afraid that I'm, gonna leave one day and not come back or something. And so she's extra clingy, but it also makes her an extra sweet dog. And she's actually always, I've known her since she was a baby puppy, and she's always been obsessed with me. Even when she was at her old owner's house, she would run past her and come straight to me when we would get back from town. She's a strange dog. Okay. Just want a little bit more on that. This might be cleaning out my sinuses a little with all the cinnamon. Okay, I've got so much cinnamon that apparently I'm wearing now, which is one reason why I didn't want to try and put it back in there. Ow. I need to fix that desk. That drawer, I don't know how it broke, but it broke once, and I don't know how to fix it. I think I can. There. For now, I will just close it and put it up there. I have my garbage under it, and so I hit it all the time. It's like the rollers that it was built on, that slides on. It's like it was made with plastic rollers or something weird. Okay, put that in the water. Apparently, I am getting Mod Podge everywhere. Okay, so then done with this. Let me grab my little bottle cap thingies. Okay, so kind of leaning towards putting the bottle caps on first, then putting the tire around it. Only question is do I want this part to be shown to where you can see it or not? That's going to depend on what order it goes on. So I don't actually need to hold on. Okay. So, Charlotte, right now, my dog's medication, I mean, she's had it increased over the years, but she's had it since she was fairly young because of the people that we got her from. They did testing to see. By the time we noticed something was going on, she must have been having them for a while, because by the time we noticed, they were pretty bad. So I think she was having them like maybe when I was asleep or when we were gone or something. And so we didn't know she was having them. And they did like genetic testing to see if it was something that was passed on from, her mom or her dad or whatever. And they said no. They said hers was done by trauma that she had probably as a puppy. Because they said, since you've had her, has she fallen? Has she hit her head? They went through that whole list of things, and we're like, no, never. And so they said, okay, well, she must have had it happen before you guys got her. And so honestly, the people weren't too heartbroken to get rid of her. She was just a puppy at the time, but they told us a couple different ages, like just, different weeks difference. And they the little kid just basically handed her to me without a second thought. She didn't even really know. She just said, "Are you here for the puppy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She was maybe 7, 8. She didn't care less that she was handing this puppy to someone she didn't know. She just answered the door and said, "Are you here for the puppy?" It's like, yeah, and here you go. But she does okay with it. She manages. As long as I'm not stressed, she's not as stressed. If I'm stressed for some reason, she gets stressed because she's my little puppy. Okay, so we can do it like that with that way, or I can put it over the top, but I think that, yeah, it wouldn't work as well that way. So I'm going to glue these down first. And honestly, this is a really deep ball cap for this, since I probably could have used a half bead and put it in there, but I don't know that I actually have one that's not too big. There we go. Oh, that's better. Kept getting a little bit of the honey one. Or the honey colored one, at least. I've been using the smaller one more often, and so I guess I didn't use the lid up as much as I thought I did. Boy, that's hot. Okay. So I'm going to take and try and just smooth this out here so it doesn't look like it was pushed together. Then as long as it's a little damp still, then it's going to, which I've had it out a little while, so it's not quite damp enough for it to stick. So I'll add a little glue here in a minute. But I do need to make another tire. And then this will kind of just give the tires a more of a 3D look, instead of just painting them flat, a black color. And I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I honestly don't. Never thought of doing this before. Just cleaning off a little of the cinnamon. And by wetting it, it does make it sticky again in that spot, so you can stick it to it more. But I think I'm going to still glue it on just to make sure that it stays for good. That it doesn't like just bump off or something. But I am going to do one thing really quick here because I didn't paint the bottom part down here, and you can kind of see it. I guess I could use a paint marker, paint pen. I already have that out, so I might as well use it. Not really caring if I get any on the back because you're not gonna see it, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Thank you for sprinkling, Tammy. Okay. So I have my bottle caps glued on, and I have my tires made, except now they're stuck to my table. There we go. And make sure when you're actually gluing, if you are going to use glue, that you're using a low temp glue tool, and you'd want to get this on here fitted exactly how you want it before you actually glue it. Just in case it rolls while you're moving it. Okay, and then get that one on here. There we go. Then if you need to move it around at all, you can kind of spread it out. And then you actually end up with 3D wheels this way. And then just make sure to close it. make sure that none of it's kind of in. It's a Ziploc one, but I like to sometimes put it in another one too. I'll do that later though. Oh my goodness, I just realized that the whole bottom of my hand is green from laying it on that truck. That's okay. Okay. So I am just, I don't want those there. I'm not using them. So I'm just going to sand that top part. And then I'll just take a tiny brush and paint that top part real quick and dry it really quick. You may not see it, but just in case. And then if I have any place that I got a little too much green on, I can, like right here. I didn't want any green on it. I got it there. I knew I didn't want to rush this one because I was doing so many different things. Am I putting that in the garbage? Okay. Okay. So the truck part, and I just put my hand in that, but that's okay. Try that really quick. Then I am going to need some Jenga blocks. I had some open, but I used the whole thing of them on a craft I was trying. Ben, stop. I was actually making a little fireplace out of these, but it turned out bigger than I expected. Definitely won't be making that live, but I can show it one day after I already have it done. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Now I know what that button is. Oh my goodness. I need to go to the actual Facebook, I guess, to read it. I did not know it let me do that. I guess I learned something new tonight. But let me actually... I think I have my... Do I not have my Facebook pulled up on there? Oh, let me see it on here. Oh, I can see it now. You know, I'm not surprised, actually. In some areas, they actually will stick a note on your window, like under your windshield wipers, hoping that you'll get out. And to see what it is. And it may not even say anything. Sometimes some people have put a $20 bill under there, and thinking, oh, they'll, definitely get out for that. And then it turns out that there was a reason that it's there, and it's not for a good thing. So yeah, it definitely, you want to make sure you're aware of your surroundings at all times. Okay, so I think I'm going to stack two. One wasn't quite big enough. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember where I saw that, but I did see that on something. That was a few years ago. But, I mean, you have to just be extra careful about anything. So I'm just gluing 4 sets of 2. Bella. I think I yelled at the right dog. She's usually the main barker, so. Yep. I was actually standing, not in the town I live in now, but it was in, well, it's only like 5 minutes from here. We had gotten some kittens, and I had them out on the porch in a cage because we were trying to get them used to the area. And I was a lot younger. This was, well, that cat is now, I don't have his brother, but that particular cat, the one, is now 14, I think. And they were used to sleeping outside. They were actually going to be inside cats, but they were used to sleeping outside, so we didn't want to like change everything all at once on them. And so we put them out in the cage, out on the porch, and they had been out there a couple nights. And I was out there getting ready to put them in their cage, and I went out there, and I don't know, I had my back to the curb, I was facing my house on my porch, and my back was to the road. And all of a sudden, I don't know, I just got this creepy feeling. And I turned around, and there was this guy, and I'm assuming it was a guy, was in a black hoodie with the hood pulled up all the way around the face. I wasn't even probably 15 at the time. And I don't know, it just creeped me out. And then he started moving closer, and I grabbed the cat cage and I went in the house. And that wasn't the first time that we had a weird thing happen, out in front of our house. It would just kind of catch you off guard, and you'd stop worrying about it, stop thinking about it, because it didn't happen after so long, and then all of a sudden it does again, and you just kind of never know. So far, we've not had any problems since we've been here, but I lived in that other town a lot longer than I have here anyways. Well, I lived my entire life in that town until probably the last few years, maybe 5 years. Can't remember how long we've been here. I was going to say, I'm hoping this truck is even. But it might not be. Yeah. This truck is just going uphill. We'll just say that. Or wait, is it coming off? It's not stuck. Or it is stuck, but it's not stuck in all the places. Because I still have that on low temp. That's what it is. Okay. So far, that is what we have. It did. Well, the funny thing is well, it kind of funny but kind of scary. I was working for a call center for a bank from home. We hadn't really been here this long at that point in this house and in this town in general. And I was working late. I mean, I was on the late shift, and so I got done working at like 10 o'clock my time. And I was holding my cell phone in my hand. The phone in my office, which is my craft room now, didn't even have a ringer. And I'm walking to the front room, and all of a sudden I hear a phone ring outside my front door. Yeah, that freaked me out. We got cameras installed not long after. I called my brother because he was at work. Like over, I think maybe lives an hour away. So he wasn't close. And so, yeah, I did not sleep the rest of that night. And so we got cameras put in the next day. Or not next day, like, I think it was later that week. Just however long it took for Amazon to get them in the mail. But you never know. Things happen all the time. Creepy things. Okay. So, my Dollar Tree does not have their pumpkins yet. But I had these left over last year. I have more. What else? Oh, good. I was going to say, I don't want to have to paint a bunch. There we go. I know I had some actual orange pumpkins. I wasn't wanting to have to paint them. Of course, it's on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, my nose is unplugging now after all that cinnamon here. Oh, and blood my nose, but. Why did I put it on the bottom? That is the thing I would love to know, is why on earth did I put the one thing I wanted on the very bottom? I kind of was wanting to see if I could add in some. But they might look weird because they're kind of smaller compared to the pumpkins. Don't worry, I'm not using the giant pumpkin that's sitting on the pizza pan. Yeah, I'm not going to try and put this big thing in. Okay. Okay, these have the white on the bottom. These came from Dollar Tree. I don't even care that has a hole in it. You're not going to see it. Okay. So some of these I could, if I can keep a hold of them, I could cut in half. Actually, that size might be big enough. I kind of want to see what one looks like that's cut in half. Of course, I don't have one at the moment. I think I have a bag somewhere of ones that I had previously cut in half. I know I have some cut in half, but they're not this size. They're the bigger ones. Okay. Oh, that size isn't bad. Okay. Could do that. Oh, do I know where that is? Kind of thought of sitting a squirrel on it. I know I have them close by. I've got a bunch of squirrels. And I think I picked up a package of squirrels, so nothing off sales. I can use that one. Okay. I need to tip this up for a minute so I can see what I'm doing here. Darn it. Where'd it go? Lost my pumpkin. So kind of thinking. Maybe I don't need that. Oh, another one would fit. Don't think I want any white pumpkins. I think those would blend in too much with the whiter top part of the background. If it was leaves, maybe, but okay. I can't cut a straight line apparently. But that's all right. Okay, that might not work there. Thought it fit when I first had it there, but so I could do that and glue those in. Then I could. Let's hit a couple of those there on top. And then maybe pop a squirrel here in between somewhere. So, why don't I use this under it? Okay. I'm going to cut it because it is apparently messy. So this is Excelsior. I'm just going to shove some in here. And try to not have it poking out the window if I can help it. You know, something like this would be cute if you wanted to customize this for someone and put like a picture of someone in the window. You could easily do that. I don't remember if Sandra made one like that or if she just was thinking about doing that or what. But I always thought if you had like one of the, I think it's Hobby Lobby, you can get like a train cut out and it's already painted. And something like that, putting a little kid's picture in it would be so cute. And they would just love having something with one of their pictures in it, making it look like they're driving it. Or pretty much anything like that they would love. Okay. I need to hold these in place for a minute while it glue dries because I had it on the high setting. I forgot I switched it back, so it's trying to melt. Okay. I do have those words in here. Okay. Okay, so I might need to roll some of that up and shove it in that little spot there a little. Darn it. Boy, I can smell that cinnamon melting when I get really close to it. Okay. Okay, and then let's see here. Got some stems I can put here. Then I can add, I'm going to say I could. It would look better if I cut it really quick. one's a little mangled, so I'll use this one. If I can not mangle this one. Find the side that has the least amount of white and use that for the top. It seems to. I've never used it to make rust before, but Sandra from Country Family Roots uses it a lot, and so does Cheryl. And I've seen a couple others use it for rust, and it seems to stay on there pretty good. And the best thing is to have some that you just leave in your craft room. So when you are done using it, you can just put it back in the container. You can get some from Dollar Tree and just have one specifically for your craft room. I know sometimes some people kind of freak out when they see a crafter put it back in the same container, thinking, oh no, are you using that for your food too? But yeah, when you see a crafter doing that, then no, they don't use it for both. They have one in their craft room and one in their kitchen. Or in my case, one big one and 3 unopened. Or maybe I'm up to 4 unopened. Small ones. Clearly I thought I had none and don't have none. I have way too many. Okay, so get that pumpkin in there. That one over here. If I can keep a hold of it, my goodness. Then that was not in the right place. If I didn't keep a little squirrel out, then I might just wait on the squirrel until after live because I don't want to search for a squirrel right now. Thought I had one. I thought I bought a package, but maybe I decided at the last minute to not buy it. But I'll just take a picture of it with the squirrel afterwards and post it. But I'm going to really quick. Did I tear some of that or not? Okay, let me see here. I can do welcome fall or hello autumn. Well, I could do farm fresh too. Maybe farm fresh. I think I'm just going to use the hazelnut again real quick. Just so it kind of matches. I'm assuming it's late where you guys are because, well, most of you anyways, because it's 10 o'clock my time. So I am actually scheduled to be in an event, not this Saturday, but next weekend, next Saturday. And then on the 25th, I'm in another event. And then so far I'm scheduled for 2 events next month. So I will post those times. Can't think offhand which day is which time right now, but I'll let you guys know a little closer. Totally. I was gonna say it has to be late some places where you guys are, because I knew it was late here. Honestly, 10 something for me is nothing, even midnight, because I don't sleep great to begin with. So I usually can't fall asleep until at least sometimes 2. So I'm usually up late anyways. Now, since I've been sick, I've been sleeping more, but still not as often or as long as much, I should say, as someone who normally is sick. Just because I don't sleep well. Well, and the longer I sleep at one time, the worse my back hurts when I wake up. I took care of my grandma for years, and you didn't get any sleep in the house with her, so I kind of learned to manage on very little sleep. I guess I just never got the hang of being able to sleep whenever. I guess after you do something for so long, you just kind of get stuck to doing it that way. Okay. I think I just have this one little side here. Okay. Yeah, I think my grandma was 89 when she passed. She passed away in 2016. A couple spots where I have a little thick. That was definitely a strange year. I say that because we lost my mom and grandma both the same year. My grandma was January of that year, and my mom was October of that year. And it seemed like it. Each one, when they passed away, it was near another family member's birthday. It was weird. You know what? My grandma did very well with little sleep. We were just like exhausted, and that woman, oh my goodness. It was like she didn't need any sleep. had energy, that's for darn sure. I'm putting those in there. It's for my pumpkins. Okay. That's dry now. Yeah, she had an imaginary boyfriend and everything. She'd tell you all the things that they did, and he brought her corn, and he apparently was the best boyfriend in the world. Oh, yeah, she came up with all these stories. You know what? Don't want hot glue. I don't want to burn myself. So I am going to use... I don't want to hit that on my desk. This is at the end, and so it... Yeah, my grandma was thinking that my aunt's friends were running off with her jammies, and that I let them walk right past me. And, they have all these interesting stories. I think the strangest time was, one of the strangest times was I walked into her bedroom. I couldn't find her. And she was in a wheelchair at the time. Didn't see her anywhere. Well, I never thought to look under her bed. And I'm not even joking. She had a hospital bed and she ended up under her bed. Took her blanket and her pillow. People do that. At that point, I was really not surprised what she may do or say. The things that would come out of her mouth, you would never know. After a while, you just stop getting surprised about what they may say. So I have some little Q-tips, but I don't have them with me. Yeah, you learn the strangest things. The only reason I knew she was there was because I saw a foot poking out from under her bed. But I walked out of the room, walked back in, and it's just, I wasn't expecting it. Then I just told my brother, I'm like, go see what your grandmother did. And he had to try to talk her into coming out. She didn't make a loud bang or anything. She just softly slid herself onto the floor and under the bed with her pillow and her blanket. But, they do strange things. But in a way, she entertained herself. I mean, since she had all those, stories and stuff, she didn't... I mean, it's sad, but she at least kind of kept herself entertained. It kept her mind working, thinking of all her stories she was coming up with and everything. So it's kind of nice when they can at least do that. You just stop being surprised what to expect after a while, though. It's just one of those things. But A little too much, and I don't want it oozing out, so I'm trying to take a little of it off. Of course, the most came out when I wasn't expecting it. Tommy! You're fine. You'll survive in there. You will. Oh my goodness. My grandma was the opposite way. The neighbors didn't hear us. The neighbors heard her. The dog next door heard her. But honestly, that dog may not even have been barking at her. It just, that neighbor dog liked to bark in general. At everything except for when there was actually a reason to bark, the dumb dog didn't bark. When we actually had someone messing around outside our house, that dog didn't bark. But he barked every other time. It's like the one time you needed him to bark, he didn't. He darn well liked barking at us, though. Okay. What is that? Oh, it's just right on the side. Not a big deal. I will actually blend in. So, by using the Quick and Thick, oh my gosh, I didn't even see it went all the way down the side. It makes it easy to get something glued on without it, well, with the exception of this making a mess like I just did, but it makes it easier so you don't accidentally injure yourself, which is nice. Okay, so I just want to do a little greenery at the top and a bow. And then I'll just do a beaded hanger, which isn't going to take much. So I want 2 of these. Buried my scissors. So this came from Hobby Lobby last year, but they have this right now. They have it every year. It does have wire in it, so definitely make sure to use wire cutters. These scissors just happen to have built-in wire cutters right there in the little notch there, which is nice. Okay, does that not have as much? Yeah, I'll just piece it together. Don't worry about it. Boy, that's hard. Okay. Do I have 2 of these? Oh my goodness, I'm not unwadding that today. That answered my question there. Am I using that or not? No. Not if I have to fiddle with it. you know what? I'm smelling the cinnamon in that bag too. Oh, I didn't even put the. That's okay. I don't need to. I kind of forgot what I actually had. So this greenery here came from my Dollar Tree not that long ago. And they do have this new one with the sunflowers that has like the other little things, the wheat in the back, which is new. They didn't have that before. I'll be able to add my squirrel. I found it. It did cut some. Okay. So I am attaching a couple little squirrels that I just happened to find. And yeah, these are the ones from Dollar Tree or from Hobby Lobby. So I just went ahead and added some squirrels up on the pumpkins, which is basically all I want to put those squirrels for. Let me do this real quick. That way. Okay. So this fabric came from Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby. I keep wanting to say Hobby Lobby because I put it in that bag, but it came from Walmart. And it's the same on both sides, so you don't have to. I wonder if I should do this one. Hold on. Let me see something really quick. Debating. Now I need to do it smaller. Okay, that's the right size. Okay. Didn't want to do too big of a one and then not check. And I didn't stain these or anything. These are just the color that they came. But they kind of are a little darker color. Or they're not quite like a white. It's more like of a darker color anyways. Do we have another color I want to use? No. Yeah, let's not go with it. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that one doesn't. That one's a little too dark. I know I have one here somewhere, but that's okay. Honestly, it doesn't really need thick because I don't want it to take away too much from it. So I'm just doing it 2 layers. 2 bows, whatever. Okay, green was on the back. Come on, work with me here. My bow is fighting with me. There we go. Then I won't make you guys stay on for the actual hanger because I'm just going to do, I might just do twine. I might don't know. I might do a beaded one. That I don't know yet. Okay, those need shorter. Sides are not the same length anyways. Might need it a little shorter. Come on. I just don't want it covering up the words. And I didn't like cut the ribbon like or the fabric scissors. I just cut like the end of it and ripped it. Which I'm still getting used to doing that because I never used to do that. Okay. So the bow will go here. Okay, so far, that's what we have. The little green in the back. Then I'm going to twist that around that. Doesn't that have? I guess the only thing it doesn't have is this one. What did I fling? Okay, so going to twist. Ow. I must have hit right on the wire. Just twisting it round itself. And I may not even use the other things that I cut. Okay, and then get some glue on that. And you know what? I'm actually not using I'm not going to use twine. I'm going to use this for the hanger. I'm going to wrap it, make it a little thicker. Wrap it around each other. Then up here, I can just twist it. And then what I'll do is at the end, I'll probably shorten it a little bit. The part that I need to go through, I will just pull those out of it. If they don't pull good, you can always just trim them off. Okay, do the same over here. Those actually just came off. Some don't want to come off as easy, so you can just cut them off. Otherwise, they're going to leave these strings like these did. Okay. So then all we're going to do is take this. We're going to add one other thing after that. So it would have been smarter to do this first, in a way. The good part about it is by doing this last, it's going to also help hold this on. The stuff here that I glued on. Since it is hooked together, I don't have to actually get it to hold all of it, just the one part, and then twist it towards the back. Bend that back down. Move this leaf over again, and you don't even really notice that it's there. And then the only other thing I want to do is here somewhere. If I can't find it right away, I won't make you stand for that. If I can't find it right away, I'll just post the picture. Or I could just use one of these. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use one of these so it matches it. I have some other little acorns that are smaller that Hobby Lobby sells separately. But I'm going to actually use one of these. Question is do I want the big one or the small one? Small one. Big one's too big. Okay, so I'm going to take this. And I'm actually... I think I'm just going to turn this back here. Because I kind of want to leave the leaf there. Let me see what I can do here. glue this in place. So that part. Then we're just going to glue this right in the middle of the bow. Since the leaf, or since the, probably should do it the other way. Since the acorn and, yeah, like that. Since the acorn and the top fabric were the same color, I wanted the leaf in between it to kind of separate it. So that's why I was putting the leaf behind it. So I'll probably trim these a little more here, but that's basically what it looks like. If I can hold it straight here. There we go. So that is how that turned out. I didn't end up putting a thing on the door. If I decide later, I'll post a picture of it, but that's basically how it turns out so far. Yeah, that needs trimmed a little more. But anyways, thank you for joining me tonight. I need to fiddle with those a little to get them in the right place and probably glue them down a little more. I'll try and come on a lot earlier tomorrow night because I think I want to do another one tomorrow night. So I will let you guys know when I'll be on tomorrow. But you guys have a good rest of your evening. Good night.